Record one sentence on your phone. Now press play. The words are yours, the timing is yours, and somehow the person speaking sounds like a stranger wearing your name. Most people blame the microphone. But the microphone did not add the weirdest part. It removed something you have heard every time you have ever spoken. Your voice begins as air from your lungs pushes through two small folds of tissue in your throat. Those vocal folds vibrate. Then your throat, mouth, and nose reshape the vibration into the sound that leaves your face. Everyone across the room receives that sound to the air. So does the microphone. The waves enter an ear canal, shake an eardrum, move 3 tiny middle ear bones, and finally stir fluid inside the cochlea. Hair cells turn that motion into electrical signals, and the brain recognizes a voice. That is the public route. It is the route your friends, your phone, and the person beside you normally receive. But you are standing inside the instrument. When you speak, vibration also travels through your jaw and skull toward the inner ear. This bone-conducted route mixes with the sound arriving through the air. It does not simply turn one universal bass knob. The transfer changes across frequencies and across people. Still, the combined live signal often feels fuller or lower than ordinary playback. Press play, and that private route disappears. The phone sends sound through the air, but your skull is no longer vibrating because you are no longer producing the sentence. The result can still be clearly recognizable as you. It just does not match the version your brain has practiced hearing from inside your body. And this is where the explanation becomes stranger than bones add bass. Your own voice is not only an audio file. It is a multi-sensory event. In a series of 3 experiments, researchers played voices that were digitally blended between a participant and another person. Sometimes they also delivered a matching vibration through bone conduction. That bodily vibration improved the participant's ability to separate self from other. It did not merely make the sample louder, it made the signal feel more specifically like the self. Your brain also knows when it caused a sound. Before you speak, it sends motor commands to the muscles that will create the sentence. Research on self-generated speech suggests that related predictive signals change how the auditory system treats the sound you are about to make. Playback arrives without that same act of producing it. You hear the result, but you do not feel the machinery starting. So live speech gives you at least 3 linked clues: sound through the air, vibration through the body, and knowledge that you are creating both. A recording strips that package down. Then the microphone, its distance, the room, compression, headphones, or a tiny phone speaker can color the remaining signal again. That is why calling the recording your one true voice goes too far. It is closer to the air-conducted voice other people hear, but it is still one capture made by one device in one room. The voice inside your head is not the complete public version either. Each is a different view of the same physical event. This also explains why the shock is so personal. You have watched your face in mirrors, photographs, and videos from many angles. But for most of your life, every live sentence has arrived with private vibration attached. A recording can remove that familiar layer in one tap. Recognition remains, while ownership briefly wobbles. Return to the phone from the beginning. It did not expose an imposter hiding in your throat. It played the part of your voice that can leave your body while leaving out the part that normally travels through it. And that difference reaches beyond audio. Whenever an outside version of you clashes with the version you know from inside, unfamiliar does not automatically mean fake, and different does not automatically mean bad. Sometimes you are simply receiving yourself through a path you have not practiced. The stranger in the recording was never a stranger to everyone else.